those hipsters, I want to.
I said it, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop talking to me. Don't stop giving me things.
What's up guys, it's Ben here, bringing you a race preview for the Monaco Grand Prix in 2013. What a crazy race that was. Nico Rosberg taking out the win, simply dominant right throughout the weekend, being fast throughout all the sessions, but unfortunately couldn't get the fastest lap in the end there, but Sebastian Vettel spoiled the party there. I'll just take you through what happened in the race. The race started off fairly well. I mean, Vandergaard got off to a flying start, literally, into Maldonado, who had already lost his wing early on in the first lap as well for some reason, so that was odd. Jenson Button and Sergio Perez were battling early on. Jenson got the move done on Sergio, but Sergio straight lined the Novel chicane and held position, but then he had to give it back a little bit later on in the race. Charles Pic had to retire later on in the race. His car caught fire. Felipe Massa moved up to 16th after starting last. So, before his crash, Perez, he had to let Button back through for the illegal overtake. Mark Webber was struggling early on for his tyres. He had to pit in early. And then Ricciardo pitted in on lap 22. And that really started the chain reaction when everyone decided to pit for their first stop. And then a little bit later, the safety car came out for Massa's crash. He had to go to hospital. He had some kind of neck problems, but it wasn't that serious. The safety car picked up the wrong car. It released the two Mercedes cars. Well, it didn't release them, it came out behind them, and then it held the two Red Bull cars. And then later on in the lap, it let the Red Bull cars past and everyone else. So that meant that the Red Bulls ended up jumping Hamilton because he had to double stack behind his teammate, and he dropped back into fourth, so that really screwed his race. With the soft tyres, everyone struggled to get them up to temperature. It's just a heating thing. Then Perez made a few overtakes during the race. He got past Button and Alonso brilliantly in the Novel chicane. And not long after that, Jules Bianchi and Maldonado crashed, which brought out the red flag. The barrier actually moved across the track and it blocked it completely. So red flag that delayed the restart for about 20 minutes or so. And then everyone got underway with new tyres, option tyres. I think Kimi was the only person to only go on the prime, so that was an interesting strategy for him. Till then made a few spots up after that second restart. He got past Jenson Button, and then he got past Alonso brilliantly. Alonso sort of fell asleep, as Martin Brundle said. He just ran wide, and then Sutil just snatched the place off him. And then not long later, Chilton went into the wall at turn 1. It was a bit odd, really looked like something broke in the front right corner, and then he just went off. It was kind of weird, actually. And then a little while after that, Grosjean just ploughed into the back of Daniel Ricciardo, bringing out another safety car. I wasn't too happy about that incident, to be honest, because, Grosjean just ploughed into the back of Ricciardo for no reason. He didn't see Ricciardo stop, and he just ended the race for him. But I'll talk about that in a future video, I'm sure. So the safety car came out, there was a restart. And then a little while after the restart, Kimi squeezed Sergio Perez into the wall, which then gave me a right rear puncture. Not long after that, Sergio was having problems with that suspension damage that he had. He went off at the Novel chicane a few times, and then the second last corner, he just slid out wide and just retired the car, basically, because the damage was just too great. I don't think he was going to finish in the points anyway with the amount of damage that he had. But that was pretty much the whole race. Rosberg taking out the win from Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber. Lewis Hamilton was in fourth. I can't remember the rest of the races from memory, but Kimi Räikkönen was able to get back into the points on the last lap, just continuing his streak of points finishes. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy race, to be honest. Drama right from start to finish. I made some predictions early on, like earlier in the week. I think I said Rosberg was going to win. I predicted 2 safety car periods, which technically they were, if you don't count the red flag. I said there was going to be 2 stops, which technically there was as well, with the first stop and then the tyre change during the red flag period. But yeah, let me know what you thought of that race. That was pretty crazy. Lots of drama to come out of this one with the testing of Mercedes and a new tire and the tires, which might have gave them some kind of advantage because there is a testing ban on the team. So yeah, let me know what you think of the race. Until the next race preview in Canada, I think it is. I'll see you next time.